Welcome to this video of Top 3 Basics. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the Python variables. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. The topics that we'll be covering in this video are what is a Python variable and how to declare them, what are the different data types used in Python and how to interconvert between the data types. So what is a Python variable? It is a reserved memory location to store values. It requires no commands or keywords to declare variables in Python. And the third point is it is created as soon as a value is assigned. So whenever a value is assigned to a variable, a data type is associated with that variable. Now let's move on to our idle to check out how it works. To the idle window, this is the Python shell. I will link some material and links below so that you can understand how to install Python and how to use the idle. So here I will declare the variable x with a value of 10. Now if I try to display x, immediately the value will be shown as 10. Now there is a function, inbuilt Python function called type. If we try to check the data type, we can see that x is assigned the data type of int. Now we can use the same variable and pass a string inside it. Now x no longer contains an integer value 10, it will contain a string value hello world. And if we check the type, it will be string. Also, there are some other tips and tricks that we can use to declare variables in the same line. So here we have two variables a comma b. Let me assign an integer value 2 to a and a string value hello to b. In this way, Python allows for a very concise way of declaring variables in single lines. There's also another way we can declare multiple variables having the same value. So here, P, Q and R, all three of them have been assigned the value of 34. We can also do some simple string concatenation. Suppose we are declaring a variable name with the value John plus the value Lennon. Now if we display name, it is going to have John and Lennon. However, we cannot declare a string with an integer. This is going to throw an error. Different types of data types present in Python. We have integers, floating point decimals, strings, booleans, list, tuples, sets, and dictionaries. We'll discuss each of them in a little detail. Integers. Let's assign an integer value to a variable. And we can check the data type. Similarly, we can also check the data type of floating point decimals, which is a float, and we can also declare complex numbers plus 3j. So this is a complex. We have strings. We can declare strings with double quotes and even with single quotes. And also we can use escape sequences within the strings. /n is an escape sequence which creates a new line. When we try to print this, it is going to show it in two different lines. Let's try a different escape sequence. \t will introduce a tab space between the two words. This is a very common way of using escape sequences within strings. And we can also use it to introduce quotation into the string. She said escape sequence. Hi. And again escape sequence. And we close the string here. So we can see that we have this quotation marks within the string, and that can be done via the escape sequence. In multiple lines, and we can use triple quotations for that. triple space quote enter string, and here we close it off with 3 quotations. Let's print st, and here we can see that they're having different lines. So using the triple quotation, we can introduce multiple lines, declare something called raw strings. Let's take a normal string with an escape sequence /n. It should have a new line when we are printing it. So foo and bar are in separate lines because we are having an escape sequence. But raw strings do not consider the escape sequence. So we are going to declare raw strings by adding the alphabet R. It can be small r or capital R, foo /n bar. Let's print it. It did not create 2 lines to show foo and bar in 2 separate lines. It has included the /n into the string. So these are raw string values which checks the truthiness of a variable. So let us declare one variable c as the value true, which is a keyword, and we can check the data type c. Boolean variables are very commonly used in if conditions and other logical conditional statements. So we can have another value t with the value false, and the type of t will also be bool. 4 more data types special to Python. We have the list, the tuple, the set, and the dictionary. So lists are declared within square brackets 0, 1, 2, and we can put in strings here and even complex numbers. So if we display it, we'll have it like this, and we can even append data to the end of the list. So let me append a number 123, and we can check that it has got added at the end of the list. And we can also insert specific data in specific locations or indices. So here at position number 2, let me insert word. So now if we check, we can see that in position number 2, this is 0th index, first index, and in the second index we now have 2, and everything else has been shifted back. This is a list, and then we have tuples. So for tuples, we use the first bracket, and we can check 1, 2, and we can even use strings and floating points, anything we want. But the only difference between the tuples and the lists is that if I try to change the value of the 0th position to 10, it is going to give me an error because tuples are immutable. Once the data has been entered into the tuple, it cannot be altered. But if I want to change the data of the 0th index of the list L, I will be able to do that. So now the 0th index was containing the value 0, now it contains the value 10. Up next we have set. So set is a ordered collection of unique items. So it is created using the curly brackets, and if I pass 5 ones into the set and try to display it, it is only going to contain one value because it can only contain unique values. And also it will automatically sort in the ascending order. Let's start with 2, 0, 9, 5, 3, 4. Oops, incorrect parenthesis. Now let us see. As you can see, it has been arranged in the ascending order. Lastly, we have the dictionary. Dictionary is an unordered collection of key value pairs. We declare it using the curly brackets. So the first value is the key, and we use colon, and this is the value. So 1 is the key and the 1 in the characters is the value. Similarly, we have 2, this is the key, and 2 string is the value. Let's display it. It looks like this. We can check the keys using the inbuilt function keys, and similarly we can check the values using the inbuilt function values, and we can also get the values depending on the key. So here I want to get the value corresponding to the key 1, which is going to be the string 1. Similarly for 2, it is going to be 2. The interconversion between variables, also known as typecasting. So we have a variable 10, a is equal to 10, which is an integer. Now we want to turn it into a float, so we can use the float function and pass a, and if we check the value of f, it contains a 0.0 at the end. Similarly, we can do something like that with the float variable. Let me declare it with the float value of 68, some floating integer, and we'll convert it into an int. I is equal to int of f. So it's going to round it off and give me an integer 10. So we can do it with a lot of other ways. Suppose let's use the float function on a string 1.5, and we'll get a floating value 1.5. And we can also convert strings to integers if it is a numeral string. So let me take a numeral string 25, and it is going to get converted into an integer. We can also use this interconversion of variables for sets. So if we want to create a set, we can use the set keyword or inbuilt function and pass in a list 1, 2, 3, and it is going to give me a set. And also I can assign this to a variable and print it out and do some other operations with it. S is equal to and print s. So it can be assigned into a variable. We can also do something similar with the tuple function, but here we can pass duplicate values. Let me assign it to a variable t, and let me print t. So now we have a tuple having these values. Another way we can do is that we can create list out of characters in a string. Let me assign it to a list of string. Let's print it out. List of string. Now each character will be separated and will hold a value in the list. So we can do some slicing operations like second to the end. So, oops, this is not the correct list name. Two to 4, let's say. So from the second index to the fourth index, so we are going to get the two L's. So 0, 1, 2 from second index, third index, and fourth index. We're not going to consider the fourth index in slicing. We're going to do it 4 minus 1, so right up to the third index. So we'll pick these two values. This is not going to be a detailed video on slicing. If you want a detailed video on slicing, please let me know. I will create that. You can leave a comment in the description, in the comment section below. So we can use list function to create list of the strings, list of the characters in the strings. Now we have the ticked function, which can be used to create dictionary. So this is the first key value pair, and let this be the second key value pair. So this is what it looks like. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching.